In this video, we're going to talk about the one critical mistake that is suffocating Octavio's painting company and its ability to continue to serve customers in its service area. I'm also going to do a little bit of a deeper dive on their overall online presence, their website, so that you can learn things that you might implement for your painting business to help start taking some market share. So let's jump into it right away. Let's do a brand search for Octavio's painting company. I'm going to try to make this as quick as possible. I will talk very fast. You do a search here, and one of the first things you'll notice is that there are different names for the company. We've got Octavio's Painting Company, and then we've got Octavio's Painting. So this is something that the average user would probably understand. It's the same company, but Google and other search engines want to see the same exact name every single place that I can find it. So this seems like a small thing, but actually has some really huge implications long term, because what Google is seeing in other search engines is that this could be two different businesses with just slightly different names. So you want all this stuff lined up together. The other thing that you'll notice too, we look at this business's online brand reputation. There's some really bad reviews on Yelp, and there's some really bad reviews on Angie's List. I'm not seeing that one right now. Yep, Angie's List. You got the one-star review, and then we've got the stuff that's over here on Yelp, reviews that are just years old and nobody responded to them. So this is an example of what not to do, right? This doesn't inspire confidence for the people that do find Octavio's Painting Company. They see that there's just no response from the ownership. They're not going to call and reach out for a quote. Doesn't matter how good somebody said it would be when they referred them. So just a big, focus here on online reputation. You got to fix this stuff as it comes up. Otherwise, it slowly erodes your ability to convert eyeballs into estimates, right? So conflicting names is a problem. The bad reviews is a problem. When you look at the Google business profile, we just need more reviews. Look at this. 3 months ago, we had a review, 4 months, 9 months, 10, 5 reviews in a year. You need more activity if you want to compete with some of the other bigger companies that are in the area. The other thing that I would recommend doing is, I think there's some old information out there about what we call keyword stuffing. So, saying over and over, local painting company and, 5-star house painting review. It just seems like this owner might have been coached on how to leave review responses. I would use AI to create review responses that are varied and different and just make a better user experience for people that are looking at it. The other thing that's in here that's not being utilized is the products section. Talked about this in some of the other videos that I've been making as part of this series. So there are no products. The description, which take up a lot of space, they get people to click through the profile. These all help the visibility of the Google business profile. The other thing too is, this down here, there's 750 characters to create this description. More is typically better when it comes to this kind of stuff. So I would blow this out completely and use all this space. People do read this. And on the mobile view, the description, it takes up a pretty good amount of space. All right, let's look at the actual website itself. So first thing I noticed is what's great on the desktop version, you can easily click to call, the phone number is prevalent, but on the mobile version, there is no phone number. You can't actually find it. So that's difficult, right? When you look at there's like a reviews tab in here. It's like, where are the reviews? Well, they're down here, but they don't look like Google reviews. They could just be stuff that was taken from anywhere, right? And strange photos associated with them. It just seems a little hodgepodge, right? So this doesn't instill confidence when a reviews page really should do that. The gallery tab, the gallery, you would expect to see, specific photos, or maybe you could scroll through some of the before and afters, but what we see is just a bunch of photos that link to pages. Some of them aren't even on this particular website. They're on another website of a sister company, okay? So here I am looking for a gallery of photos, but it's all this other stuff instead. So this is not helping the conversion of a website visitor to schedule an estimate, any of these things, okay? The big glaring critical mistake that I said is suffocating this business is, I'll share it here now, the URL that was chosen for this business, albuquerquepainter.org. The problem is that everywhere I can see on this website, it's clear this business at least does business in Albuquerque and Rio Rancho. There's other areas too, Belen, Corrales, Los Ranchos, Placitas. The problem with choosing a domain name like albuquerquepainter.com is that when Google looks at all the pages that you're going to make about Santa Fe or Belen or Corrales, it's like, well, where are you? Are you in Albuquerque or are you in Corrales? It's going to make it very hard to teach Google and other search engines that you're not just in Albuquerque. So this strategy can be really, really effective if the business is located in one area only, right? If they just served Albuquerque, having a domain name like this would be perfect because everything about it would be about Albuquerque. But when you have a service area business that goes beyond just the single city that you currently operate out of, what you want to do is what would be better would be your brand name plus the industry that you're in. So Octavio's painting company.com, .net, .org. It could be, there could have been, the domain could have been taken already. There's a lot of reasons they could have chosen this domain, but I think what it most likely is an SEO company that saw the benefit of this strategy to help them perform quickly in Albuquerque, but they weren't looking long term about the expansion of the business into other locations. So I see this a lot. It's a big thing to try to overcome. You can spend a lot of money and resources that you don't have to do if you set it up differently from the beginning. So this is like a critical mistake that's going to make it really hard for this business to expand their service area, at least in regards to showing up in various Google searches in other parts of the state. So lots to learn from here. If you got some value from this video, I encourage you to check out the description and the links in the comments below this video. I'm going to put some information in there about the rest of this mini-series. Watch the other videos. You can also reach out directly to us here at Digital Harvest and request a call with us if you want us to implement some of the things that we talked about here on behalf of your business. We're here to help with that as well. I'll catch you on the next one. Bye for now.